Some of my clients want to know about personal hygiene on the Camino, periods, and essential things to bring when they're walking the Camino. So these are all great questions, and I will be responding to them today, and they are part of my Camino series. My name is Linda G. Robert. You're back in the groove again, coach. I am a travel coach and a travel agent with Travel Only. I walked two Caminos, the Del Norte by myself and the central route from Porto to Santiago de Compostela with a really good friend. Now, for a copy of my 10-step guide to prepare yourself for the Camino, go to my website at lindagrobert.com/Camino. All right, here's question number one. How do I manage personal hygiene on the Camino? Now, public restrooms are available in most towns, cafes, and albergues along the route. It's a good idea to carry tissues with you or a small pack of wipes just in case there's no washrooms nearby. Now, most albergues have basic but functional showers. Bring a quick dry towel if you're concerned, biodegradable soap, and flip-flops if you're wanting to protect your feet as well. Now, you'll find laundry facilities in many albergues, and you can wash your clothes with your hands if you'd like as well in sinks. So we suggest quick dry fabrics, making it a lot easier. I know when I walked the Del Norte, there weren't a lot of bathrooms around, so I did have to go for number one a few times, and I had to go for number two once. Thank goodness I had some toilet paper with me. So I did have to pee a few times because there weren't any bathrooms around. And I did find a quiet place because I was walking by myself most of the time. But there was this one time where I did have to go for a poop. And it was very challenging for me because I've never done that before. And I wanted to make sure that nobody would see me. I waited for a while, then I couldn't help it. I had to go because I really thought I had some type of diarrhea, but I didn't. So I chose to go in a farmland where there was some bush, and I went behind there, and I made sure to pick up my droppings, of course, to keep them with me. I know it's awful. And then to throw it in the toilet when I did find one. So there you go. It can happen. But most of the time, there's going to be one around. No worries. All right, let's go on to another question. This is another really important question. It's related to periods. I don't have to worry about that anymore, but some of you may. What about my periods while walking the Camino? So, of course, you want to pack enough supplies as some rural areas may not have what you're used to. Menstrual cups are a popular choice because they're reusable and they're eco-friendly. Carry travel size hand sanitizers and wet wipes as well. And of course, discreet disposal is easy in some albergues, which have proper bins. You want to wear comfortable clothing and stay hydrated, and don't be afraid to slow down when you need to. The Camino is really all about listening to your body. And when you get to a large city, because there will be some larger cities, make sure that you ask where the grocery store is so that you can pick up some extra supplies, the supplies that you'll need. All right, so here is question number 3. What is the most important thing to pack for the Camino? Now, if you're like me, the very first Camino, I packed so many things that I didn't need. So here I am just talking about the most important ones, not everything else that you're going to need. So definitely comfortable, broken in, walking shoes, non-negotiable. Muy importante, very, very important. A lightweight backpack, too. Now, again, if you're going going to sleep in albergues, you're going to still need a backpack, making sure that it is light enough for you to carry everything that you need. So that's why you don't want to overpack. And in my case, I stayed in hotels, so I still had a lightweight backpack with just what I needed just for the day. Now, you'll need good socks, like those that are made with merino wool. And of course, you'll want a water bottle, right? A reusable water bottle. Those are also really important. In some of the caminos, you will see fountains along the way. Now, they're not always around. So what I did was I carried 2 bottles with me, just in case. And then, of course, you might want to refill your bottles when you get to a town. You can ask the albergue or the hotel for sure for some extra water if you didn't have a chance to refill them. Now, the rule of thumb is to pack light. Your backpack should be no more than 10% of your body weight. And don't forget a small journal. I'm your Back in the Groove Again coach. I'm going to suggest that you journal also along the way. The Camino is a transformative journey, and you'll want to capture your thoughts along the way. I did a little bit of journaling, but I did mostly videos, which you can find on my YouTube channel. And of course, I also took a lot of photos. Once I was in a restaurant, I can't remember the name of the town, and I saw a young lady who was actually doing like a scrapbook, something like that, where she would draw some images, some pictures in her scrapbook and then write some notes down. What a great idea as well. So that's another great way of remembering what you'll bring. And for her, it was an essential thing. So you'll want to think, what is really, really important? Because you don't want to overpack. You know, I've heard some stories of people that are wanting to get rid of things from their backpack because it's just too heavy after a while. So one thing for sure is when you're getting your things ready and you start practicing your walk, walk with your full backpack. So whatever you're going to be bringing with you during the day, make sure that you practice walking with your backpack on, your bottles of water, your poles, and I'll talk about that in another video. Bring all you need when you start practicing, because then you'll know, can you handle that weight for 5, 6, 7 hours, right? That's the question. So you'll be asking yourself, how important is this thing? All right. So that's it for today. I'll see you in another video. Take care.